Welcome to the Do You Speak English series on Whispered Hub. In this series, we'll explore practical tips and engaging lessons to help you improve your English speaking skills. Join us to boost your confidence and fluency in everyday conversations. 10 ways to improve your speaking skills. Part 1. Start your day with English. Starting your day with English is one of the most effective strategies to ensure consistent practice. By integrating English into your morning routine, you can create a habit that keeps you engaged with the language every day. One great way to begin is by reading something in English. It could be an article from an online magazine, a blog post, or even a chapter from a book. Choose content that interests you to make this practice enjoyable. Spend 10-15 minutes reading, focusing not just on understanding the text, but also on noticing new vocabulary and sentence structures. For instance, if you're interested in technology, read tech blogs or news. This will not only improve your language skills, but also keep you updated with the latest trends. If listening comprehension is your goal, starting your day with English news or podcasts can be highly beneficial. Listening to the news in English helps you get familiar with different accents and pronunciations. Choose a news platform that you find interesting and informative. Spend 5 to 10 minutes listening and try to summarize what you heard in your own words. Podcasts are another excellent choice. There are numerous podcasts designed specifically for English learners, covering a wide range of topics from daily news to storytelling. Start with shorter episodes and gradually move to longer ones as your comprehension improves. For a more comprehensive practice, combine reading and listening. Find a podcast that offers transcripts. Listen to the episode first, then read the transcript. This method reinforces what you hear and see, helping you remember new words and phrases better. Interactive content such as language learning apps or online courses can also be a part of your morning routine. These platforms often have exercises that focus on speaking, listening, and comprehension. Engaging with these tools for even a few minutes each morning can significantly boost your fluency over time. Another powerful technique is to learn a few new words each morning. Use a vocabulary app or a dictionary to find words that are relevant to your interests or daily activities. Write these words down and try to use them throughout the day. For example, if you learn the word meticulous, make an effort to use it in your conversations or writing. Set small, achievable goals for your morning practice. This could be something like, "Today, I'll read a tech article and learn 5 new words," or "I'll listen to a 10-minute podcast and summarize it in English." Having specific goals helps you stay focused and motivated. If possible, practice speaking in the morning as well. This could be as simple as reading the news out loud or talking to yourself about your plans for the day. Speaking out loud helps you get used to the sound of your own voice in English and builds confidence. Remember, consistency is crucial. Make English practice a non-negotiable part of your morning routine. Over time, these small efforts will add up, leading to significant improvement in your speaking skills. Starting your day with English sets a positive tone for the rest of the day and ensures that you consistently practice the language. Whether it's reading, listening, or speaking, integrating English into your morning routine can significantly enhance your fluency. Stay tuned for Part 2, where we'll discuss the benefits of talking to yourself in English and how to do it effectively. Happy learning. Part 2. Talk to yourself in English. Talking to yourself in English helps you practice new vocabulary, improve pronunciation, and build confidence. It forces you to slow down and think about what you're saying, which can help prevent errors when speaking with others. Additionally, it allows you to practice thinking in English, a crucial step towards fluency. If self-talk feels too strange at first, start by muttering under your breath instead of speaking out loud. Gradually increase the volume as you become more comfortable. Begin with simple phrases or sentences. For example, describe what you're doing. I am making breakfast, or I need to finish my work today. As you get more comfortable, start expanding your self-talk to include more complex sentences and scenarios. Talk about your plans for the day, your thoughts on a recent event, or even narrate a story. The key is to keep the conversation going, pushing yourself to think and speak in English continuously. Using prompts can be very helpful. For instance, you can start by asking yourself questions like, "What are my goals for today?" Or, "How did my day go yesterday?" Answer these questions in as much detail as possible. This practice helps you develop the ability to think and respond in English naturally. Role-playing different scenarios can also be an effective self-talk exercise. Pretend you're in a situation where you need to use English, such as ordering food at a restaurant or making a phone call. Act out both sides of the conversation, thinking about how you would respond in real life. At the end of the day, spend a few minutes reflecting on your day in English. Talk about what you did, how you felt, and what you learned. This reflection helps reinforce the vocabulary and structures you encountered during the day, making them easier to remember and use in the future. As you learn new words, try to incorporate them into your self-talk. For example, if you recently learned the word elated, use it in a sentence like, "I felt elated when I received the good news." Practicing new vocabulary in this way helps solidify your understanding and usage. Practicing in front of a mirror can add an extra layer of effectiveness to your self-talk. Watching yourself speak helps you become more aware of your facial expressions and mouth movements, which can improve your pronunciation and overall delivery. It's normal to feel awkward when you first start talking to yourself in English. However, remember that this practice is for your benefit and no one else needs to know about it. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Embrace the awkwardness and focus on the progress you're making. Like any new habit, consistency is key. Make self-talk a regular part of your daily routine, even if it's just for a few minutes. Over time, you'll notice significant improvements in your speaking skills and overall confidence. Talking to yourself in English is a simple yet powerful way to improve your fluency. It allows you to practice speaking without the pressure of an audience and helps you get comfortable using new vocabulary and structures. Part 3. Keep an English language journal. Welcome back to Whispered Hub. In this third part of our series on improving your English speaking skills, we'll explore the benefits of keeping an English language journal. Writing regularly in English not only enhances your writing skills, but also reinforces your speaking abilities. Keeping a journal in English provides regular practice with spelling, grammar, and vocabulary. It allows you to express yourself freely without the fear of making mistakes. This practice can significantly improve your ability to think and communicate in English. To start, choose a notebook or an online platform where you feel comfortable writing. Set aside a specific time each day for journaling. Even 10-15 minutes can make a big difference. Begin by writing about your daily activities, thoughts, and feelings. This practice helps you become more comfortable with using English in everyday contexts. If you're struggling with ideas, consider using prompts to help jumpstart your journaling sessions. For example, write about your plans for the weekend, a memorable experience, or your favorite book or movie. Writing about topics that interest you makes the practice more enjoyable and engaging. As you become more comfortable, try expanding your entries to include more detail and complexity. Describe your surroundings, elaborate on your thoughts and feelings, or narrate a story. This practice helps you develop the ability to use more sophisticated language and structures. Make a conscious effort to incorporate new vocabulary into your journal entries. If you learn a new word, try to use it in a sentence. For example, if you recently learned the word exhilarating, you could write, "My hike through the mountains was an exhilarating experience." Regularly review your previous entries to see how much you've improved. This reflection can be very motivating and help you identify areas where you need more practice. It also allows you to revisit and reinforce the vocabulary and structures you've learned. Set specific goals for your journaling practice. For instance, focus on using a particular tense, trying out new sentence structures, or practicing descriptive language. Having a purpose for each entry helps you stay focused and makes the practice more effective. To further enhance your speaking skills, try reading your journal entries out loud. This practice helps you get used to the sound of your own voice in English and improves your pronunciation. It also reinforces the vocabulary and structures you've used in your writing. Participate in online journaling challenges or use prompts designed for language learners. These challenges often provide interesting and varied topics to write about, helping you expand your vocabulary and practice different writing styles. If possible, share your journal entries with a teacher, language partner, or online community to get feedback. Constructive feedback helps you identify mistakes and areas for improvement, making your practice more effective. Like any other skill, consistency is crucial when it comes to journaling. Make it a daily habit, and over time, you'll see significant improvements in your writing and speaking skills. Keeping an English language journal is a powerful way to enhance your language skills. It provides regular practice with writing, reinforces your vocabulary and grammar, and helps you become more comfortable expressing yourself in English. Stay tuned for Part 4, where we'll discuss how to memorize examples with vocabulary words effectively. Happy journaling! Part 4. Memorize examples with vocabulary words. Welcome back to Whispered Hub. In this fourth part of our series on improving your English speaking skills, we'll explore the technique of memorizing examples with vocabulary words. This method helps you remember new words and understand how to use them in context, making your speech more fluent and natural. Memorizing example sentences along with new vocabulary words helps reinforce their meaning and usage. Seeing words in different sentence structures prevents errors and makes it easier to recall them during conversations. To begin, Choose a list of vocabulary words you want to learn. These could be words you encounter in your reading, listening, or daily activities. For each word, write out 5 to 10 example sentences that demonstrate its use in different contexts. Focusing on one topic at a time can make this practice more manageable. For instance, if you're learning about food, write sentences like, "I'm going out for dinner," or "What's your favorite type of cuisine?" This thematic approach helps you build a related vocabulary set that you can use in specific situations. Incorporate this practice into your daily routine. Spend a few minutes each day reviewing your list of words and example sentences. Say them out loud, write them down from memory, or test yourself with flashcards. Regular practice helps reinforce these words and sentences in your memory. Flashcards are a great tool for this type of practice. Write the word on one side of the card and the example sentences on the other. Review these cards daily and test yourself by trying to recall the sentences when you see the word. Integrate these example sentences into your speaking practice. Try to use them in conversations with others or during your self-talk sessions. The more you use these sentences, the more natural they will feel. Role-playing different scenarios can help you practice using your new vocabulary. For example, if you're learning words related to travel, pretend you're at an airport or a hotel. Use your example sentences in these scenarios to practice speaking naturally. Understanding the context in which a word is used is crucial. When you write your example sentences, think about different situations where the word might be appropriate. This helps you develop a deeper understanding of the word and its nuances. Language learning apps and online tools can be very helpful for this practice. Many apps offer features that allow you to create flashcards, take quizzes, and track your progress. Utilize these tools to make your vocabulary practice more interactive and engaging. Engage with native English content such as movies, TV shows, and books. Pay attention to how new vocabulary words are used in context. Note down interesting sentences and add them to your list of examples. This practice not only helps you learn new words, but also exposes you to different ways of using them. Incorporate your new vocabulary into your writing exercises. Write short stories, essays, or journal entries using the words and sentences you've learned. This practice helps reinforce your understanding and usage of the vocabulary. Like all language learning techniques, consistency is key. Make this practice a regular part of your language learning routine. Be patient with yourself and remember that progress takes time. The more you practice, the more fluent and confident you will become. Memorizing examples with vocabulary words is a highly effective way to enhance your English speaking skills. It helps you remember new words and understand how to use them correctly in different contexts. In Part 5, we'll discuss how exercising your mouth muscles can improve your pronunciation. Keep practicing, and see you soon. Welcome back to Whispered Hub. In this 5th part of our series on improving your English speaking skills, we'll explore the importance of exercising your mouth muscles. Pronunciation can be one of the most challenging aspects of learning a new language, but with regular practice, you can master it. Exercising your mouth muscles helps you produce specific sounds more accurately. By training your tongue, lips, and vocal cords to move correctly, you can improve your pronunciation and reduce the likelihood of making mistakes. Fortunately, you don't need special equipment to practice these exercises. Start with simple activities that you can do at home. One popular exercise is to place a finger on your chin and say "ng" repeatedly. This helps you get used to the correct position for producing this sound. Practice exaggeratedly enunciating consonants like T or P. Say them as loudly and clearly as possible. This exercise helps you focus on the correct articulation of these sounds. For example, repeat the word top several times, emphasizing the T and P sounds. Tongue twisters are a fun and effective way to practice pronunciation. Choose simple tongue twisters that focus on sounds you find challenging. For example, "She sells seashells by the seashore" helps with the sh sound. Repeat these tongue twisters slowly at first, then gradually increase your speed as you become more comfortable. Practicing in front of a mirror can be very helpful. Watch how your mouth moves when you produce different sounds. This visual feedback helps you become more aware of your articulation and makes it easier to correct any mistakes. Vowel sounds can be particularly tricky for English learners. Practice saying different vowel sounds slowly and clearly. For example, repeat the sounds A, E, I, O, and U in isolation and within words. Pay attention to the shape of your mouth and the position of your tongue. Your voice plays a crucial role in pronunciation. Practice controlling your pitch, volume, and intonation. Try reading sentences with different emotions, such as excitement, sadness, or anger. This exercise helps you become more expressive and natural in your speech. Good breath control is essential for clear pronunciation. Practice breathing exercises to improve your lung capacity and control. For example, take a deep breath, hold it for a few seconds, and then release it slowly while saying a word or phrase. This practice helps you speak more clearly and confidently. Listening to and mimicking native speakers is one of the best ways to improve your pronunciation. Choose a role model whose speaking style you admire. Listen carefully to their pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. Try to imitate their speech as closely as possible. This practice helps you develop a more native-like accent. Record yourself speaking and then listen to the playback. This practice helps you identify areas where you need improvement. Compare your pronunciation with that of native speakers and make adjustments as needed. Over time, you'll notice significant improvements in your clarity and accuracy. Like all aspects of language learning, consistency is key. Make mouth exercises a regular part of your language practice routine. Even a few minutes a day can make a big difference over time. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress along the way. Exercising your mouth muscles is a crucial step towards improving your pronunciation and overall speaking skills. By incorporating these exercises into your daily routine, you can develop a more accurate and natural-sounding accent. In Part 6, we'll discuss the benefits of copying a native speaker and how to do it effectively. Keep practicing, and see you soon. Part 6. Copy a native speaker. Imitating a native speaker helps you internalize the sounds, patterns, and nuances of the language. This practice can lead to more natural and fluent speech, as it encourages you to adopt the pronunciation, stress, and intonation used by native speakers. The first step is to choose a native speaker whose speaking style you admire. This could be an actor, a news anchor, a YouTuber, or even a friend. The key is to select someone whose accent and manner of speaking you find clear and easy to understand. Start by listening to your chosen role model carefully. Pay attention to their pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. Notice how they stress certain words, how their pitch changes, and how they pause. This observation is crucial for understanding the nuances of their speech. Once you've listened carefully, begin repeating after the speaker. Choose short phrases or sentences to start with. Listen to a phrase, pause the audio, and then repeat it as closely as possible. Focus on matching their pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. Repeat this process several times until you feel comfortable with the phrase. The shadowing technique involves listening to a native speaker and speaking along with them simultaneously. This method helps improve your fluency and natural rhythm. To practice shadowing, choose a short audio clip, listen to it a few times, and then start speaking along with the speaker. Try to match their pace and intonation as closely as possible. For more challenging phrases or sentences, break them down into smaller parts. Practice each part separately, focusing on difficult sounds or stress patterns. Once you're comfortable with each part, put them together and practice the entire phrase or sentence. If you're watching videos or movies, use subtitles to help you follow along. Read the subtitles while listening to the speaker, and then repeat the lines out loud. This practice helps you understand the context and pronunciation of new words and phrases. Record yourself imitating the native speaker, and then compare your recording to the original. Listen for differences in pronunciation, stress, and intonation. Identify areas where you need improvement and practice those specific aspects. Over time, you'll notice your speech becoming more similar to that of the native speaker. Expose yourself to a variety of native speakers to understand different accents and speaking styles. This practice helps you become more adaptable and better at understanding and imitating different forms of English. Watch movies, listen to podcasts, and engage with content from different English-speaking countries. Seek feedback from native speakers or language partners. Share your recordings with them and ask for their input. Constructive feedback helps you identify mistakes and make necessary adjustments. Additionally, practicing with native speakers in real conversations can enhance your skills further. Consistency is key to mastering this technique. Make it a regular part of your language learning routine. Spend a few minutes each day listening to and imitating your chosen role model. With regular practice, you'll notice significant improvements in your pronunciation and overall fluency. Copying a native speaker is an effective way to improve your English speaking skills. It helps you internalize the sounds, patterns, and nuances of the language, leading to more natural and fluent speech. In Part 7, we'll discuss the benefits of participating in group conversations and how to do it effectively. Keep practicing, and see you soon. Part 7. Participate in group conversations. Group conversations expose you to different speaking styles, accents, and vocabulary. They also require you to think and respond quickly, which can improve your ability to communicate effectively in real-life situations. Additionally, Group discussions often involve diverse topics, helping you expand your vocabulary and knowledge. Look for opportunities to join group conversations. Language exchange groups, online forums, and community events are great places to start. Many language learning apps and websites offer virtual group chats or video call sessions where you can practice speaking with others. Before joining a group conversation, take some time to prepare. Think about potential topics that might come up and review relevant vocabulary. This preparation helps you feel more confident and ready to contribute to the discussion. Active listening is crucial in group conversations. Pay close attention to what others are saying and how they are saying it. Notice the vocabulary they use, their pronunciation, and their intonation. Active listening helps you understand the context and respond appropriately. In group conversations, it's important to take turns speaking. Avoid interrupting others and wait for a natural pause before contributing. If you want to add to someone else's point, use phrases like, "I agree with that," or "to add to what you said." This practice helps you become a respectful and effective communicator. Don't be afraid to express your opinions in group discussions. Use phrases like, "in my opinion," or "I believe that," to introduce your thoughts. Sharing your perspective helps you practice articulating your ideas and encourages others to engage with you. Asking questions is a great way to participate actively in group conversations. It shows that you're engaged and interested in the discussion. Use open-ended questions like, "What do you think about?" or "Can you explain more about?" to encourage others to share their thoughts. Group conversations often involve differing opinions. Practice handling these situations gracefully. Use phrases like, "I see your point, but," or "That's an interesting perspective, however," to acknowledge others' views while sharing your own. This practice helps you develop diplomatic communication skills. Stay engaged throughout the conversation. Use nonverbal cues like nodding or smiling to show that you're listening. If the conversation moves to a topic you're not familiar with, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. This practice helps you stay involved and learn new things. If the group conversation involves complex topics or new vocabulary, consider taking notes. Write down new words, phrases, or interesting points. Reviewing these notes later helps reinforce your learning and prepares you for future conversations. Group conversations can sometimes be fast-paced and challenging to follow. Practice patience with yourself and others. If you miss something, don't be afraid to ask for repetition or clarification. Remember, the goal is to improve your speaking skills, so every interaction is a learning opportunity. Make group conversations a regular part of your language learning routine. The more you participate, the more comfortable and confident you'll become. Reflect on each conversation and identify areas where you can improve. Over time, you'll notice significant progress in your speaking and listening abilities. Participating in group conversations is a powerful way to enhance your English speaking skills. It exposes you to different speaking styles, requires quick thinking, and helps you develop confidence in expressing your ideas. Part 8. Read aloud. Reading aloud helps you practice pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. It forces you to articulate words clearly and helps you become more aware of your speech patterns. Additionally, reading aloud can improve your listening skills as you hear yourself speak. Choose material that interests you and matches your language level. This could be a book, a news article, a blog post, or even a script from a movie or TV show. The key is to select something you enjoy and find engaging. Begin by reading slowly and clearly. Focus on pronouncing each word correctly. If you encounter unfamiliar words, take the time to look them up and practice saying them. Gradually increase your reading speed as you become more comfortable. Pay attention to the intonation and rhythm of the sentences. Try to mimic the natural rise and fall of the voice in native speakers. Reading dialogues or scripts can be particularly helpful, as they often include natural speech patterns and expressions. Record yourself reading aloud and then listen to the playback. This practice helps you identify areas where you need improvement. Compare your recording to that of a native speaker if possible, and note the differences in pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. Audiobooks are an excellent resource for this practice. Choose a book that has an accompanying audiobook. Listen to a passage, then read it aloud, trying to match the speaker's pronunciation and intonation. This method provides a model for you to follow and helps you improve your speaking skills. Reading poetry aloud can be a fun and effective way to practice pronunciation and rhythm. Poems often have a natural flow and musicality that can help you develop a more native-like intonation. Choose poems that you enjoy and practice reading them with expression. Incorporate tongue twisters into your reading practice. These challenging phrases help you improve your pronunciation and articulation. Start with simple tongue twisters and gradually move to more complex ones as you gain confidence. Make reading aloud a daily habit. Even a few minutes each day can make a big difference over time. Consistent practice helps reinforce your learning and improves your speaking skills. Share your reading aloud practice with a teacher, language partner, or online community. Ask for feedback on your pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. Constructive feedback helps you identify mistakes and areas for improvement. Try reading aloud in different contexts. For example, read a news article in a serious tone, a children's story with enthusiasm, or a dramatic monologue with emotion. This practice helps you adapt your speaking style to different situations and emotions. Reading aloud is a powerful technique for improving your English speaking skills. It helps you practice pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm, and can significantly boost your confidence. Part 9. Engage in debates. Debating helps you practice structuring your thoughts, presenting arguments, and responding to counter-arguments. It encourages you to think quickly and speak confidently. Additionally, debating on various topics expands your vocabulary and knowledge. Look for opportunities to join debate clubs, language exchange groups, or online forums. Many educational institutions and community organizations offer debate activities. You can also find debate partners or groups through social media and language learning platforms. Before participating in a debate, take the time to prepare. Research the topic thoroughly and gather relevant information. Think about possible arguments for and against the topic, and prepare your points accordingly. This preparation helps you feel more confident and ready to engage in the debate. Practice structuring your arguments clearly and logically. Start with an introduction that states your position, followed by supporting points and evidence. Conclude with a strong closing statement. This structure helps you present your ideas effectively. Rebuttals are an essential part of debating. Practice responding to counter-arguments logically and respectfully. Use phrases like, "I understand your point, however," or, "While that may be true, consider this." Rebuttals help you develop critical thinking skills and improve your ability to engage in constructive dialogue. Debating involves persuading your audience to agree with your viewpoint. Practice using persuasive language and techniques. Use strong, clear language to express your points and incorporate rhetorical devices like anecdotes, statistics, and quotes to support your arguments. Debating can sometimes become intense. Practice maintaining your composure and staying calm under pressure. Take deep breaths, listen carefully to your opponent, and respond thoughtfully. This practice helps you remain focused and articulate during heated discussions. Debating exposes you to different perspectives and viewpoints. Embrace this opportunity to learn and expand your understanding. Engage respectfully with opposing views, and be open to changing your mind if presented with compelling evidence. This openness enhances your ability to communicate effectively and empathetically. After each debate, seek feedback from peers, teachers, or debate coaches. Reflect on your performance and identify areas for improvement. Constructive feedback helps you hone your debating skills and become a more effective communicator. Make debating a regular part of your language learning routine. Participate in debates on various topics to broaden your knowledge and skills. The more you practice, the more confident and articulate you will become. Engaging in debates is a powerful way to improve your English speaking skills. It helps you practice structuring arguments, responding to counterarguments, and using persuasive language. Part 10. Attend language classes. Language classes offer a systematic approach to learning English. They provide a supportive environment where you can practice speaking, receive feedback, and learn from experienced instructors. Additionally, classes often include interactive activities, group discussions, and real-life scenarios that enhance your speaking skills. Select a language class that matches your proficiency level and learning goals. Look for classes with experienced instructors, small class sizes, and a focus on speaking practice. Online reviews, recommendations, and trial sessions can help you choose the right class. Make the most of your language class by actively participating. Engage in discussions, ask questions, and practice speaking as much as possible. Active participation helps you gain confidence and improves your speaking skills. Take advantage of the resources provided in your language class. This may include textbooks, online platforms, audio materials, and practice exercises. Regularly review and practice with these resources to reinforce your learning. Form connections with your classmates and instructors. Engaging with others creates a supportive learning community and provides additional opportunities for practice and feedback. Consider forming study groups or language exchange partnerships with your classmates. Supplement your class learning with practice outside of class. Use language learning apps, watch English media, read books, and engage in conversations with native speakers. Consistent practice reinforces what you've learned in class and helps you progress faster. Set specific, measurable goals for your language learning. For example, aim to participate in a certain number of class discussions each week or to practice speaking for a set amount of time daily. Setting goals helps you stay motivated and track your progress. Regularly seek feedback from your instructor and classmates. Constructive feedback helps you identify areas for improvement and refine your speaking skills. Don't be afraid to ask for specific feedback on your pronunciation, grammar, or fluency. Take time to reflect on your progress. Celebrate your achievements and identify areas where you can improve. Reflecting on your learning journey helps you stay motivated and focused on your goals. Consistency is key to language learning. Attend your classes regularly and commit to practicing consistently outside of class. The more you immerse yourself in the language, the faster you will improve. Attending language classes is an effective way to improve your English speaking skills. Classes provide structured learning, expert guidance, and opportunities for practice and feedback. By actively participating, utilizing resources, and practicing consistently, you can make significant progress in your language learning journey. Thank you for joining us in this series, and we wish you all the best in your quest to improve your English speaking skills. Keep practicing and see you soon.